Before we were using Monday.com, our team was drowning in work. Our days used to split between work and managing work, but Monday.com just took care of all of the management, so we could simply focus on the work itself. As soon as we started, we were building and running workflows that made it really easy for us to work together. It's such a visual platform, you wouldn't believe it. You immediately get a sense of where everything stands. Anything from everyday teamwork to processes that cross departments. Like, for example, the team is far more efficient now that they're automatically notified at each stage of the process. Cuts out a lot of those sync meetings, because now we're all in sync. I mean, yeah, we're that efficient with Monday.com.
This is Dave, head of marketing at a ketchup company about to use Grammarly to handle a tight deadline. 2 weeks? Not ideal. Good thing Grammarly's tone suggestions can help move things forward, because conveying confidence can make the impossible feel possible. Now, you just have to tell your team.
2 weeks?
You got this, Dave. The right positive tone can quickly motivate them. Because there's work to do and a new product to launch. Now look at y'all. Looking good, team. And here we go. With a big pitch, you need a little charm. A more personable and friendly approach can help win over clients. Dave, did the right tone just convince them to buy it all? It did. It's a hit. It's everywhere.
You've seen it everywhere, I've seen it everywhere, and look, she's given disco ball, and it's delicious.
With Grammarly, getting the tone just right makes a big impact on your team's success. Click the blue button to download Grammarly today.
Customer service, aisle 9 for sparkling ketchup.
Seumur hidup aku, ini yang pertama. Pintu hatiku diketuk oleh dua wanita. Punyai ciri selama ini ku cari. Berbeza wajah, ayunya tetap asli. Kalau ku pilih di sini, apa kata di sana? Kalau ku pilih di sana, di sini akan terluka. Perlukah aku pilih keduanya? Bahagi kasih seadil-adilnya. Yang aku berada jelas di mataku. Kasih tak luak terhadap aku, sanggup menunggu kata putusku. Sayang ketabahanmu merawatku. Sungguh ku merasa resah untuk menilai sesuatu yang indah. Namun ku ada pepatah yang aku gubah. Di sana hanyalah menanti sampai bila pun ku tak pasti. Bertanya kabar melalui tinta, jarang sekali bertemu muka. Namun ku tahu dia setia dan di sini tetap menunggu.
Assalamualaikum. Assalamualaikum. Salam Prof. Sekejap Prof.
Waalaikumsalam.
Dengar tak? Saya nak test suara saja dulu.
Dengar.
Oh, okay. Clear ya? Clear ke?
Assalamualaikum Prof.
Waalaikumsalam.
Sorry tadi lagu apa-apa tak keluar.
It's okay. Fine. Itu lagu zaman saya tu.
Actually tadi saya buka Zoom awal, lepas tu ada event Rise sebenarnya dekat sini. Ada exhibition kan.
Right.
Jadi orang kata adalah kawan-kawan daripada universiti luar kan datang kan. Kata
Tak, clear ke suara saya kat sana?
alang-alang dia orang
Clear
datang
ke?
pergilah keluar sekejap 15 minit kan. Itu tinggal dalam keadaan orang kata sepatutnya dia pasang lagu lain tapi tiba-tiba dia dah go to the next track kan. Dia pergi yang
No problem lah. Itu normal lah. Itu zaman-zaman saya tu.
itulah. Ini dah masuk live stream kita HM Prof YouTube.
Okay. Ini clear ke?
Tak apa. Anyway, saja je. Okay, so Prof. Clear.
Clear. Okay.
Okay.
Saya nak test mic je. Saya takut ada masalah apa-apa.
Okay, clear. So far clear.
Okay, Alhamdulillah. So,
So Prof,
tak apa.
nak tanya, Prof nak prepare delivery speech dalam BM ke BI?
Sekan.
Line saya okey. Macam ada stuck sekejap Prof kat sana. Ke line saya yang tak okey?
Okay je kat sini. Tapi kalau, tu yang saya risau tu. You all punya okay. Saya punya okay je. Tapi tadi dia macam hang sekejap.
Ni dia macam ada, dia macam hang sekejap.
Aduh lah. Tapi okay kat sekarang ni okay?
Okey. Okey, mungkin nanti kalau in case kalau macam ada delay nanti waktu Prof rasalah kalau maksudnya macam ada delay side sana mungkin boleh off video kot.
Okay. Nanti
Kan
bila
boleh
dah
kan?
start saya off video. Boleh? Okay.
Emilia, betul kan macam ada delay sikit kan? Side Prof ke side saya yang nampak delay
Saya okay, smooth. Okey ke?
Saya nampak okey.
Saya punya pun okey. Alhamdulillah.
Okey.
Kami tengah tunggu Dr. Saizal untuk bagi speech opening tu. Dia ada majlis dekat UKM ni tapi saya try untuk reach dia kejap ya.
Okey, no problem. Kita tunggu je.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Basically untuk yang dah masuk, mungkin boleh start scan the attendance lah. QR code yang ada pada share screen saya tu adalah attendance punya form. So kita boleh masukkan dalam training punya hours lah. Tapi saya rasa tak ramai lagi yang masuk kan.
Assalamualaikum, Doktor.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh.
Selamat datang.
Salam.
Terima
Terima kasih.
Kita tunggu ramai sikit. Kita punya participant.
Boleh?
Doktor.
Waalaikumsalam. Saya memang dedicated hari ni untuk
Waalaikumsalam
warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh.
Selamat datang.
Salam.
Terima
Terima kasih.
Kita
Prof join guna apa? Ada 2 device ke?
Tak, satu je.
Satu je. Okey.
Saya rasa kalau saya off video, sekejap lagi bila kita start nanti saya off video supaya okey sikit ni ya. Dia punya ni. Ni kalau kita buat event kita macam ni seronok ni, sambil-sambil ngopi, minum makan-makan kek. Ini best ni. Campur pula maruku daripada Batu Pahat tu kan.
Dah pernah
Kepek-kepek.
datang Batu Pahat ke?
Saya pernah pergi. Kami duduk dekat apa nama hotel ni yang depan Miracun tu.
Oh, Pelican ke apa kat situ?
Hotel
Pelican
apa?
ke?
Olive Hotel ke? Olive Tree Hotel ke apa? Tak ingat dah. Betul-betul depan Miracun tu.
Okay.
Kawan saya dekat sana, Siti Aida.
Siti Aida.
Daripada USM. Dia buat
Fakulti
master,
mana?
saya buat PhD.
Oh, fakulti mana, Prof?
Dia material.
Oh, material. Material kalau ikut kat sini ada yang sebahagian daripada material tu ada dekat FKMP. Mechanical and Manufacturing. Ada sebahagian dekat FAST, Applied Science and Technology.
Saya tak pasti, tak boleh nak cakap. Tapi saya kalau pergi ke UTHM memang saya akan contact dia lah. Lepas tu kami keluar lah minum-minum.
Oh.
Ngopi-ngopi.
Tu tadi saya pun tadi communicate dengan, saya sembang dengan ni sekejap, keluar kopi sekejap dengan Prof Bahiyah daripada UKM. So Prof Bahiyah used to be saya punya supervisor dekat PhD dulu. Dia suka ambil Malaysian students. Jadi Prof Bahiyah recommend saya lah untuk ke situ. Jadi kita orang ni lah sembang-sembang jugalah apa-apa yang patut kan.
Biasalah.
Ada rise kat sini, ada research exhibitions. So mungkin somehow dia pun influence juga lah dari segi participation attend di hari ni. Tapi untuk program hari ni ada recording, Prof. So nanti apa-apa and kita ada live stream juga, kita ada recording. So diorang boleh ni lah join lah kalau diorang boleh tengok lah kalau diorang macam nak cuba dapat information kan berkaitan dengan MRC Penyimpanan ni.
Okay. Saya jenis suka buat apa nama ni, kalau sharing session macam ni santai-santai. Kita lagi
okay.
Saya tak suka formal sangat. Kalau kita buat santai-santai sama-sama ngopi, makan-makan maruku, yang tu best. Yang tu rasa lagi efektif.
Betul, saya setuju.
Okay. Assalamualaikum.
Salam. Sorry lambat.
It's okay. Kita ni nak relax-relax je. Saya pagi ni memang saya fully dedicated my time untuk UTHM. Jadi pintu pun dah kunci, label pun dah tampal, jangan ganggu.
Saizal, kita ni awak ada meeting dekat UKM
Dah.
Dah siap?
Dah lari. Dah lari.
Lari.
Nak tunggu yang lain ke macam mana?
Itulah urus setia macam mana? Nak tunggu sekejap lagi ke berapa minit dah sekarang? Tunggu lagi 5 minit should be okay?
Yeah, I think can we wait for another 5 minutes ke? 5 minutes.
Ramai yang terlibat dengan RISE hari ni, Saizal. So saya pun sebenarnya sebab tak join RISE kan, jadi orang kata kita pun tak alert dengan tarikh RISE tu. Bos pengarah kata okey je lah kita kan.
nak ni. Nombor ni tak nak.
Saya selalu ke UTHM, saya ikut husband saya.
Oh,
Husband saya selalu jadi external examiner, Prof Azizan Ma'akil. Dia selalu jadi external examiner untuk student Dr. Hassan.
Dr. Hassan FKMP lah tu.
Hassan dengan
Apa tu?
wife Dr. Hassan tu.
Oh, okey.
Lepas tu Dr. Suzy, jadi kerap lah saya mengikut dia.
Oh, so nanti Prof, kalau turun nanti boleh lah kan?
Saya saja mengekor-ngekor je.
Yes.
Kalau so patutlah kena krepit Maruku apa Pak Raja kan?
Sangat. Sebab bila sampai sana, saya cakap saya dekat sana, macam-macam lah mereka tu bagi macam-macam. Tu yang tahu tu. Tapi seronok. Kami berdua jenis suka food hunting. Jadi,
Oh, I see.
lepas tu, bila kami pergi mana-mana, kami akan cari dah kedai-kedai yang ni. Lepas tu kami ambil je, Grab. Suruh je orang Grab tu hantar ke mana-mana.
Oh,
senang.
Bukan kat Malaysia saja. Kami pergi overseas pun kami buat macam tu.
oh,
Memang punya suka mencari.
oh. Okey lah, benda yang kita seronok kan, kita nak travel pun. Kalau macam tu mesti dah tahu mi racun.
Itulah. Tu saya memang
Racun,
ingat sangat lah. Mi
asam
racun,
pedas.
kacang pol, biryani dum. Oh, yang tu yang best.
Biasa orang luar lagi kerap tu datang tu, kita orang duk baik raja ya Sazal. Dah berapa lama dah tak pergi?
Kejap, ada incoming call.
Okey,
Okay,
baik.
okay.
Kita nak start dulu ke ataupun macam mana? Kita nak tunggu lagi ke? Kita start dulu slow and steady, dia akan join ke macam mana?
Boleh
boleh
Doktor?
juga.
Kita start slow-slow lah.
Okey, saya start tak kisah santai-santai kan? BM ke BI ke saya tak ada
Santai je.
prepare speech ni Prof.
Cuma pengarah tadi ada ke?
Pengarah ada. Pengarah tu prepare speech tu agaknya.
Apa?
Ni. Okeylah Prof, kita start dulu Prof So nanti slowly benda tu adalah ramai lah yang akan join nanti insyaAllah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to all the participants to our knowledge sharing on success story by MRC grant recipient Prof IR Dr. Nadra, from USM basically. So basically I made the idea of organizing this event coming when we meet in the MRC Rubber Concert Roadshow, I think in Kuala Lumpur around end of August. So actually it's not yet popular in UTHM, but I see a lot of opportunity lah, basically because many of our researcher is actually working on the material sensing, material characterizations, involving from different faculty, where this grant offer opportunity for rubber-based product. It's not necessary on the material itself, but along the way, any systems, for example, regarding to produce a good quality, rubber quality, and everything actually waktu orang kata dalam perdagangan sektor pertanian sendiri, if there's any gadget, for example, to improve the delivery of fertilizer and everything, we actually can, as long as it's actually a problem statement provided by the industry in a rubber, we actually can apply, okay, this grant, because this grant is actually open throughout the year, Prof. And the number is very tempting, okay, the value, because it can cover up to 400,000, right? 400,000. It's open throughout the year, but the review cycle is every 3 months. Is it four cycle every year? So at least perhaps this can be like a introductions on MRC grant, okay, and somehow who knows if we receive kind of like request by our researcher, for example, to go forward. Perhaps we can also invite Nadra again to, for example, to become the mentor or consult in terms of the content of the proposal, okay, research proposals. We can actually arrange that later on. Okay, so I think before we start, let me invite our kita punya pengarah, timbalan pengarah RMC, okay, Dr. Saizal Mursidi to give a speech, Prof. Doctor, you actually live from UKM, because you actually having another meeting, so please welcome.
Okay, thank you to our moderator, Associate Professor Dr. Fauziahanim Tisman. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, I would like to express my gratitude to Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala for His grace and permission. We are allowed to be gathered in this morning in this knowledge sharing session. So, on behalf of RMC Director, I would like to express my most sincere appreciation to Associate Professor Engineer Dr. Nadra Osman for her willingness to become our speaker today and share her experience in application of MRC grant and the implementation. So we hope that today's sharing session can provide us with as much as information as possible so that we can plan our proposal and submit the application later on. Ladies and gentlemen, I was told that MRC offer around 4 million per year of funding to be applied. So please take this chance or opportunity so that we can have researcher, those who are secure this MRC grant, maybe if not this year, next year. So I hope all the input shared in today's sharing session can be beneficial to us, especially to gain further understanding on how to apply this fund as well as the implementation. Last but not least, once again, I would like to express my deep appreciation to our speaker, moderator and technical team, those who are involved to make this program successful today. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Our Deputy Director, RMC, Strategy and Development, and Dr. Saizal Mursidi. Okay, thank you, Dr. Saizal, for giving your welcoming speech. So perhaps we can move on to our next agenda. Before that, I would like to introduce or read a short bio about our speaker today. I am Dr. Nadra Osman, okay, which is currently attached to the Polymer Engineering Program, School of Material and Mineral Resources Engineering Campus, USM. Her research and development work is centered on the utilizations of natural resources as an additive in rubber compound and rubber composite. She obtained her bachelor degree in polymer engineering from London Metropolitan University, which is formerly known as University of North London, in 1997, and PhD in polymer composite from USM in 2007. She joined a USM a year later and promoted to associate professor in 2015. She has published more than 100 papers in ISI's Corpus Index and National Journal, 6 books chapter and more than 80 international and national proceedings with more than 2,091 citations, 24 H index. She is actively served as a reviewer for international and national journal, and also being recognized as a technical committee for international conferences, which is related to her field. She managed to secure for almost 1.5 million grants, okay, and also one of the recipient for Malaysia Rubber Council Industry Linkages Fund, MRC ILF, in year 2018 and managed to complete the project within time frame. She delivered 7 invited talks in Thailand, Indonesia, Malaysia, and Canada. She supervised seven PhD students and 14 master students, and all of them are graduated. She actively involved as a member of BEM, IEM, and Plastic Rubber Institute Malaysia, PRM. So with that, so we can see that we bring a very outstanding researcher today. Okay, it's not only where she is really active, not only in the academic matters, but also in the industry linkages activity. So with that, I pass the floor to Nadras, okay, to deliver the talk. Please proceed, Prof. So I stop sharing the screen.
Okay, thank you so much for the very kind introduction. Alhamdulillah. Okay, so before we start, Al-Fatiha. Bismillah.
Prof boleh onkan mic, Prof?
Is it okay right now?
Yeah.
I think my internet unstable. My goodness, ya Allah, tolonglah, subhanallah. Is it okay, Fauzia?
Yeah, it's okay now. Please proceed, Prof.
Fauzia, is it okay right now?
Yes, we can hear your voice
Okay,
clearly.
alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Oh yeah, my internet connection is unstable. Hope that you can bear with me. Okay, first of all, I would like to thank the organizer of UTHM for inviting me to share these sessions. I think this is a very precious moment for me, yeah. And before that, let me acknowledge the representative of the director, RMC UTHM, Prof. Dr. Saizal Mushidi, and the head of EM Center, Associate Prof. Dr. Faiza Hanim of the Institute of Integrated Engineering. So all the associate professors, doctors, and all the lecturers from UTHM. So thanks again. So thanks again for inviting me. I didn't know what happened to my line. Actually, it is not stable. Can you hear me?
Yeah, can.
Yes, doctor.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello, okay ke?
Okay, doctor.
Tapi memang ada delay sikit kan kadang-kadang kan. Ada hiccup
betul.
sikit. Saya sebenarnya cuba pin prof sebenarnya dekat ni, tapi bila internet prof macam tak berapa okey, so dia unpin balik. So yang kekal is nampak muka Aimi lah kat sini. Macam Aimi pula jadi speaker kat sini.
Doktor.
Mungkin switch off kamera boleh ni kot. Dia apa? Reduce the traffic kot.
Dr. Nadras tak ada ni. Ya.
Nadras nak masuk ni.
I hope everyone can wait for Dr. Nadra until she settle down the technical issue.
Saya rasa wifi saya ada masalah dekat sini. Saya cuba connect ke mobile hotspot saya dulu sekejap, boleh ke?
Boleh, doktor. Boleh. Kita tunggu sekejap. Hello, macam mana? Okey ke, clear ke sikit? Clear, doktor. Dekat sini.
Okay. Alhamdulillah. Okey. Ya Allah, saya minta maaf sangat-sangat. Saya tak tahu. Line ni dia memang tak nak baik dengan saya pagi ni. Alhamdulillah. Syukur rezeki Allah bagi. Macam-macam rezeki ni. Okay. So, I'm so sorry for the delay. Yeah, that's my fault. Yeah. I don't know what happened. I think the line today is not, it's very unstable. I think because of most of the students already in the campus. So everyone keep going using the internet. That's the reason why. Okay, before we delay, before we go on further, let me share with you the slide so that we are not delaying in delivering the siren stations. Okay, in between, let's say you have any question, you may interrupt me. Okay, no problem at all, because this is just, very santai-santai program only. So I would like to have a two-way communication instead of one, yeah? You notice tak? Dia macam sekejap hilang kan? Ya. Yeah. Yang ni saya tak berapa suka online ni. Memang tak suka. Honestly, saya cakap. Sebab macam ni, line, especially during the semester running, most of the student in the campus, and then we are having this problem actually. Right, so let me share with you the slide. Okay, right. So today we will have a great session, hopefully, sharing sessions on the success story of MRC grant. So the story that I can share with you is only about the MRC ILF, okay? Because so far only ILF actually is running on. RCGFRI is not yet been announced, you know, the successor of the recipients. So this is most of the grant that I managed to secure so far. Not all, yeah. This is just half of them. But the great things actually, just I want to share with you about the MRC grant, because this MRC grant actually quite huge contribution to my research career, which is $500,000 that I secured this funding. And then based on this experience, we managed to secure another grant, but I can't lead for the another grant because my hello, okay, Ka? All right. So the other grant actually TED1. So TED1 we are producing the motorcycle tire, and for the MRC tire track for retrading tire, which is the tire track for truck, lorry, and bus. Okay. So these are most of the grant. And then, okay, about the MRC grant, we have MRC actually have few grants, but which is eligible for the academician is only two. Okay, MRC ILF and then MRC GFRI. Okay, so it's only two. We from IHL, from Malaysia Research Institution, and also from Malaysia Rubber Industry, they also can apply for this grant. And both of these grants actually have their own objective, eligibility of criteria, research scope, and the research priority. The good news is MRC ILF now for 3 years, RCGFRI 400, but MRC ILF during the first time they launched in 2017 and they announced the result in 2018, actually on that time there are no shilling at all, no shilling. So when they first launched,
Prof, saya cadangkan Prof off video lah kot. Boleh? Cuba kita tengok dulu.
hello, okay kah? Saya dah off video.
Okay, lagi clear, Prof.
Lagi clear, okay. Right, during the first time they launched MRC ILF, actually no shilling. So that is the reason why actually I can secure 551,000 Malaysia ringgit, which is for 3 years. And now they launch a new grant, which is MRC JFRI. And this one actually is not only for the Malaysian, but they also offer for the foreigners as well, meaning that the university from overseas actually can apply, but they have to do something on the research innovations of a rubber product. Okay, but this grant, the new grant actually that they launched last year, if I'm not mistaken, they launched last year, and this is for 2 years only. Okay, they have their own guidelines. So all the guidelines actually being stated clearly in the MRC website. Okay, so I can't talk much on the MRC GFRI because I actually just submitted for the MRC GFRI, but I completely finished and I managed to successful finish on the MRC ILF. So I just can share with you, you know, the stories on the MRC ILF only, right? So I am MRC ILF, actually Industrial Linkages Fund, launched in 26th of September 2017. During that time, I actually went for my sabbatical leave, and then I have lots of time. I went to Prince Songkla University in Thailand. Then during that time, I spent a lot to read and go through about the rubber product and also the rubber research. So I prepare the proposal. So I tried to search around in Thailand, the research facilities related to rubber, especially in the southern Thai, in Patani and also Hatnya region. They have very huge, great facilities for the polymer actually, and all kind of material. If you want to do that, yeah, you can go. So actually for these kind provided by Malaysia Rubber Council to promote collaboration between university and research institutions on the research of the rubber product. But the reason why they introduced this type of grant actually is to increase the rubber export and domestic consumptions of the rubber product produced by Malaysia, to increase the consumptions of the rubber waste or reclaim in terms of new product, and to facilitate the manufacturing process of the rubber product. Okay, so for MRC ILF, the objective is to strengthen the rubber industry and university or research institution linkages in Malaysia for the development of the rubber product industry and to enhance the industry competitiveness in the global market. Right. So the research priority area, including latex-based, dry rubber product, automotive and processing improvement, applications of the rubber in infrastructure and also constructions, solid waste reclamations or management, wastewater treatment. Wastewater treatment actually dealing with the dry rubber product or the latex product. Okay, for example, like we have the dry rubber and then we want to produce the dry rubber to make like SMR, okay, SMR bale. So all the wastewater goes to the pond before off to the river. Actually, we have to do some kind of treatment. So this treatment actually nobody secured the grant yet for the wastewater treatment. They are looking forward actually. Then the green and sustainable technology, energy saving and advanced manufacturing. So for the eligibility criteria, for all, as I mentioned, to public and private, we are not competing in terms of the public institutions only. The private university also right now try to looking at the grant from the MRC, from the Malaysia Research Institutions, registered industry in Malaysia. And all the proposal, the thing is for the MRC grant, we need to have a collaboration with industry. Okay, so meaning that we need to get the project from industry. And the proposal, as mentioned by Dr. Fauzia just now, actually we can submit throughout the year. It is not restricted to the time. The evaluations actually by quarterly. So meaning that they have a meeting, the panel have the meeting every quarter. So meaning that 4 times in a year. So you just prepare whatever you have for the prelim proposal and submit. Okay, as I said, for the MRC ILF, they allocate about 3 million ringgit. A lot, my dear, a lot. Okay, 3 million ringgit. The duration actually 3 years, maximum 300,000. And for the MRC ILF, we have 2 types of grant. First, full grant award, which is this grant actually offered by industry, and the money actually will be given by MRC. And the second one actually matching grant, which is 50-50. The money actually coming from industry 50% and also 50% from MRC. Okay, the one that I secured actually the second one, matching grant. So 275 from MRC, 275 from industry. Right, these are the selections of the criteria: scientific and technical merit, research competence, innovativeness of the research, clear and measurable output, and the scary things actually about the prototype. So for this grant, MRC or GFRI, you need to have a prototype. So meaning that when we do the research, at the end, we need to produce the product. Okay, by hook or by crook, we need to produce the product, because at the end we need to file for the IP, and then we need to commercialize. The industry need to commercialize. Like what I have right now, the company that I work with is already commercialized this product. Okay. So for the evaluation, we have 2 proposals, yeah, my dear. We have preliminary proposal, and the second one, actually the full proposal. So the weightage for the %, okay, 40% industry impact, research quality, and feasibility study. Okay, 40%, 30% research quality, 30% of feasibility study. And the evaluation for the full proposal, benefit to industry, technical, uniqueness, financial, and blah, blah, blah. But the thing is, benefits to industry actually contribute a lot. And for the IP, most of the actually, you know, from the research institutions or from the university, they are thinking about this. Okay, they are thinking about the IP. Most of them actually asking about this. Even me as well, during the last sessions in August, if I'm not mistaken, that I met Dr. Fauzia. Actually, I also asked about this. Okay, the IP, yes, for the full grant, because we have 2 grants actually, 2 types of grant for the MRC ILF, full grant and also the matching grant. For the full grant, IP owned by MRC. But for the IP one, even though the IP generated from the research under the matching grant, actually, owned by MRC, but the company actually will be given exclusivity period up to 5 years before it is available for open access. Okay, so meaning that the university actually, the company actually can commercialize this one for 5 years before MRC open to another company. Okay, before open to everyone. But how to apply for this grant? Actually, we need to visit the website MRC. Okay, this is the website. When you Google, just Google for this one, and it will come out like this. Okay, so this is the website for MRC, and then where can we find all those informations related to the grant? Okay, as I said, we have few grants just now, but whatever we can apply is only 2, which is as stated in here, ILF, Industrial Linkages Fund, and Global Funding, GFRI. But if, let's say, you have the company, yeah, let's say your partner or your close friend in the company working in the rubber company, actually the company also can apply the grant directly to MRC for automations and green technology. For example, let's say working with the rubber industry, definitely we need to have, power consumptions, very huge power consumptions per month. So whatever you can do, actually, you can apply the grant from MRC. The company can apply the grant from MRC to install the solar panel. So the solar panel actually from the fund for automation and green technology. But just in case, let's say the company need to change, instead of human being, they want to change to robotic or any other machineries, they also can apply for the fund for automations, okay? And for the incentive, also for the company, commercialization fund, also for the company. So for us, it's only 2 funding, okay? All right, how it is look like when you click on the ILF, it will come out like this. But for your information, if you click right now in the system, the online application system is currently under maintenance. You can do much. But for GFRI, yes, you can apply. So when you click, they will come out like this. Apply online application guideline. So you have to click on the application guideline first. Make sure you read thoroughly and digest every single things. All the guidelines stated in the in MRC websites, yeah. And you also need to have a look on the approval process, how they will carry out the assessment. And this one actually for GFRI, if you click on the GFRI, is totally about the funding. And then one good thing is actually they show you the video on how to submit your application. I watched the video already. And the video actually will explain detail every single step that what you need to do prior to submissions. Okay, so they didn't leave you behind. So they will explain and tell you every single things, yeah, on how to apply. So for me, it is very user friendly, right? Okay, so this is actually in the websites of MRC, as I mentioned, for GFRI 400,000, not only for us, but also for overseas, which is they can apply up to USD 150,000. Okay, yeah, when you click, what you have to do is first you need to register. So you need to register and get the password. Then Malaysia Rubber Council actually will reply. Once you register, they will reply your email. They will reply to you by the email and then give you the username and also the temporary password. So when you log in, you key in the temporary password, then you need to change your password to your permanent password. Okay, like this, your new password. Then when you click and everything update, you will log in. Okay, so this is the application guideline. When you click on the MRC ILF and the MRC GFRI, there are 2 guidelines. Okay, so MRC ILF and MRC GFRI. So you have to read and digest carefully on the what do we call it? The guideline. Is that clear so far? Or I'm speaking too fast? Everyone?
Okay, Prof. Yes,
okay.
it's clear. Okay.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
So now how to start? Okay, I'm sharing my experience. Actually, when we universities send our students for the internship, try to grab the opportunity. You visit the student in the company based on your interests. For example, like my case, my interest on the rubber research. So I make sure I visit my internship student in rubber industry. So I started my my research work on the rubber product. Actually, it's quite a long time ago since I joined USM in 2008. But during that time, I don't have any idea on the industry-based project. But since 2013, I started to visit most of the rubber company. Okay, then I tried to initiate the project. Until 2015, I managed to run few projects with Eversafe. Okay, so based on the internship, I asked the students and discussed with the company to initiate a small project. So when we initiate a small project, that project actually will finish after 10 weeks or 12 weeks, okay? But mostly 10 weeks only. So when the project completed within 10 weeks, okay, the student can continue the project for their FYP, final year project. So based on the mutual understanding with the industry, we need to sign NDA, non-disclosure agreement with the industry, so that all the data actually we cannot publish and we cannot reveal to any other party. Then we start the project. Based on the final year project, a few years after that, we actually tried to apply for this grant. Okay. And finally, Alhamdulillah, in 2018, I secured this grant, MRC-ILF. But the story actually is quite long story. Yeah, you have to initiate the project earlier. You cannot just go to the industry and ask the industry to agree with you without you have a groundwork first. Yeah. Then how to start the prelim proposal, how to prepare. You need to prepare in Word file, like what we do in FRGS or PRGS, okay? Prepare the write-up in the Word file. You need to have all these things in your Word file so that you are easy to copy and paste, okay? So you must have a team member. Who are your team member? Write it down, the name, the affiliation, the address, the phone number, email address, what is their, what are their positions, like a general manager or CEO or what else. So every single detail of your team member must be there, okay? And what are the project summary, the problem statement, the project objective, methodology, sector or industrial impact, and social benefit impact. This is all. These are all the informations that you need to have for your prelim. So make sure every single thing's in there in the Word file so that you can copy and paste in online system. Okay. And when you submit your prelim proposal, the panel actually, we go through your proposal, and if let's say your proposal success, they will call out for the interview. Not the interview, they will call out for you to prepare the full proposal. Okay, prepare the full proposal, and then after that the oral. Right, so the thing is, for the proposal defense, this is the full proposal, okay, not prelim. Prelim, if it is success, they actually will send you the email saying that your prelim proposal are successful, so you need to submit the full proposal. And when your full proposal success, actually they will call out for the oral presentation. Right, the scary things I want to share actually is the proposal defense. This is the most scariest one. Okay, but actually I'm a bit lucky because before this, when I joined USM in 2008, and 2008 I prepared the proposal for the Yayasan Felda grant. Okay, last time we have a Yayasan Felda before Issa Samad actually be the what do you call it? The director of Felda. Before this, in 2008, when I applied, Tan Sri Yusuf, no, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, the chairman of Felda during that time. So I applied, And Felda Grant also, we need to have the subsidiary signature to support our application. And then for the Felda Grant, we have to present. And the panel from the Yayasan Felda actually will evaluate and ask lots of questions. And finally, during that time in 2009, I managed to secure about how much? I think 200 plus. Only 3 lecturers from USM secured the grant during that time for Yayasan Felda. That is the last Yayasan Felda actually offered the grant to researchers. After that, no more. Okay. After Datuk Sri Samad take over, no more research grant, Yayasan Felda grants to universities. Right. So, but Yayasan Felda is a bit okay for me because it's only 4 to 5 panels, but the MRC panels is a bit scary.
Prof okey ke? Amelia boleh communicate Prof ke untuk masuk balik? Rasa Prof ada ni.
Okey ke? Dengar ke?
Okey, dengar Prof.
Ya Allah, dah sedih dah saya. Tak best macam ni sebab kita pun I faham kalau I pun as a audience dah lah tak nampak kan. It's like you are talking to the ghost. Lepas tu line pula, connection pula unstable. Kejap ada, kejap tak ada, macam biskut chip small. So geram. Okay, right. The panel from MRC, yeah, this is the most scariest one for me, my experience. Even TED1 also not so many. TED1 only we have 1, 2, 3, around 4 to 5 people only from MOSTI. But for MRC, for your information, the panel during my time, 12 of them. The chairman, the expert from industry, expert from university. You know the expert from industry? Hello, dengar tak? Hello?
Dengar Prof.
Hello?
Ya, saya dengar Prof.
Dengar ya? Ini pun selalu hilang-hilang juga. Aduh, subhanallah, masya Allah. Okay, the expert from industry, usually they will call up, the competitor of the not competitor, actually the company who are running the same business with your industry partner. So meaning that if I'm, for my project, they will call up, the company who are running the retrading business as well. So you can't cheat anything, especially for the materials, because they will ask you, for example, let's say you want to order the chemicals, definitely the chemical for the rubber company, we can't buy, you know, like 25 kg or 50 kg. Usually we order per ton. Okay, and for example, like in my project, I have to order the sulfur, antioxidant. You know, we can order just a bag because the company actually we use it for more than that. So when we said that in the proposal, we stated clearly how many batch that we want to produce, you know, the rubber compound, we calculate ourselves, okay? The industry we calculate, and then when we calculate, they will ask us why you order per ton instead of you are using this type of amount, just amount, okay? So do you want to sell it? That is the question from the panel to me. They said we want to sell the chemical. I said no, we can't order in small amount. We have to order in a big amount. So lots of questions actually from them because they are expert. And then they ask every single things, okay? They ask every single things. Hello? Hello?
Hello, yeah, Prof.
Ya.
Continue, Prof.
Sebab dekat saya ni dia hilang.
Oh, kalau kat sini nampak
Boleh
je
ada ke?
Prof sharing the screen. Nampak Prof sharing the screen. Proposal defend tajuk dia.
Okay, so during the presentation, you know, the project leader need to present and also the team member. Yes, this is why I said just now, prelim proposal, we evaluate by the panel. When you success, you prepare the detailed proposal. Then when success, you have to prepare the slide and then we call out for the oral presentations. Then scope of the funding, actually on the research materials and blah, 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 as stated here, everything's minor modification. This is not tedious. This is okay. You just put out whatever you want here, but must have a justification. For example, like special services, let's say your university don't have the equipment, you actually can outsource. What I mean by outsource, you can send outside. Okay, for example, for the rubber research, you can send to Malaysia Rubber Board. What I did so far for the endurance test, because endurance test we need to have fully equipped facilities. So I sent to Malaysia Rubber Board. So do we pay for that? No problem. Wages and allowance, actually we can pay RO if we don't want the PhD or master student, but instead mine, I pay for my PhD student. Travel and transportation, actually we can travel from the university to the company and then we can claim. Let's say you have a meeting there and then the meeting actually take the whole day, so you can stay there in any hotel and then you can claim. Then rental, you can rent, for example, like lorry, you want to transport your chemicals, okay, so it is including in the rental. For the minor modification and repair, actually it's about your machine. Let's say your machine break down or your machine, actually you need to do the surveys with the supplier. So you just provide the quotation from the supplier and do the repair. And also for the maintenance. Right, so this is actually the whole story of the applications and approval process, which is go to prelim. After that, after the screening process, if you're success, you can submit your full proposal. Then after that, they will evaluate your full proposal. Basically, for the full proposal, actually, they will scrutinize on the budget. Okay. They will scrutinize every single thing on the budget. For the prelim proposal, actually, they will scrutinize on the project itself. Okay, on the project itself. So the most important part for you actually for the prelim, because once you pass the prelim, should be no problem. doesn't mean that I say should be no problem, but actually you already halfly is already there. Okay, half of your leg is already there, right? So then after that, if you manage to success for the full proposal, they will call out for the project approval, then signing the agreement. Agreement it's a must within 30 days. Actually, you need to sign before they issue the letter of award. And after that, fund disbursement. Right, for ILF, before this is only 19%. They received, if I'm not mistaken, about 30 applications, but the successful one is only 6 applications, but 3 of them terminate during the progress. It's only 3 successful projects being delivered, okay, including mine. 1 from USM, second one from MMU, and the third one actually from UITM, okay. So this, as I mentioned here, this secret notes, actually with partnership with the industry, we need to have a mutual understanding and great relationship with industry, okay? Mutual understanding and great relationship, meaning that we need to talk with the same rhythm, and let's say we run the FTIR with the same wavelength. Okay, we cannot have like, let's say we say A and our industrial partner we say B, then during that time we are no hope anymore. Okay, so make sure we talk the same rhythm and we discuss at the same wavelength with industrial partner. This is very important for the successful project. Okay. I told you about this already, okay, about the IP, no problem. And yes, we are academician. We actually very strict to the publication, okay? Like USM, we have to produce like 3 to 4 for, actually it's based on your grade, yeah, in USM, based on your grade. Let's say you are the lecturer, you need to publish 2. It is enough, let's say, for the scopus, 1 scopus and 1 ASI. But for the AP, you need to have how many, yeah? 3 or 4. I can't remember already. 3, if I'm not mistaken. But one of them must be Q1 or Q2, okay? Then the rest actually, one of them scopus and the rest actually ISI. Publication, even though we are restricted to the agreement, we cannot publish all the data, PNC, private and confidential, but we still manage to publish. We can publish. Not all of them we can publish. We can. Okay, we can. Please, everyone, we can publish. Okay. But the thing is, we need to publish the result that we are not filed for patent. Okay, something related to the filing patent also we cannot publish. So we must publish, we can publish literature review, for example, for the review paper, and the research that we carry out before we find the ultimate one for the file, for the patent file, okay, for the patent filing. So we can publish that one. For example, the patent that we want to file actually related to methodology or related to formulation. But we also need to run few type of research. Okay, for example, try here and try that, the parameters, the different material, that way we can publish, no problem at all. But before we publish, we need to submit the whole manuscript to Secretariat. MRC Secretariat, that we go through, that we scrutinize, not scrutinize in terms of the technical, because they want to secure, okay, certain things, yeah. So let's say they said, okay, pass, you can publish, then we can publish, no problem at all. So I don't have any problem with publication related to MRC grant, because many of them actually ask me, can you manage to publish? I say yes, because we are, even though we are restricted to the patent filing, but we still can publish. So don't worry about this. So grant monitoring, this is the things that, you know, some of the researchers actually don't like it, because like FRGS, the monitoring is only twice a year. But I don't know right now whether we need to present or not. But so far as we have the FRGS grant, we didn't call up for the presentation. Okay. Mohi didn't call out for the presentation, but this one, yes. Monitoring, quarterly, you have to submit the report. Every year, you need to present your progress. Okay, send report, not only the report, but also the Excel file. So the tedious thing, actually, the Excel file, financial expenditure, financial expenditure, you have to submit every single receipt that you bought your material. Okay, whatever receipt you have to submit, both of you must be signed, meaning that you from university and your partner from industry. That's why I said before you apply this grant, make sure you have a mutual understanding with the company. Okay, because every single things that you need to reveal with the company, you can't hide anything. Okay, so be open then, no problem. You must have a trust, okay, company must have a trust with us, and we also need to have a trust with our industry partner. Okay, so my personal experience dealing with this grant, I give you the cons first. Yeah, we have pro and cons, but the cons is, okay, tough, very tough evaluation. That's why they receive 30 application, only 6 application pass, okay, for MRC ILF for the first time they launched this grant, okay, and only 3 successful. 3 of them terminate during the progress, because I don't know lah, but probably, yeah, if let's say you submit different receipt, you set a different one in the Excel file, so they will query. If they didn't satisfy, automatically they will stop. Okay. Tedious monitoring. Progress report you need to submit quarterly, and every year you have to present. Okay. And publication actually restricted, even though restricted, but for me, I have no problem. Okay. I managed to publish. Okay, in fact, we have published in Q2. Okay, for the review articles. The pro, I like this grant because the money actually is not delay. It's not like FRGS. FRGS sometimes we have to delay. We have to wait for you know, sometimes 3 months or 6 months, you know, until they disburse the money. But this one is great. You submit the Excel file, they're satisfied with your report, automatically the money will be there in your account. Okay, so thanks God, easy. Right, you can hire the students, PhD students, okay, or master student. Let's say you have 2 years project for the 3 years project for PhD, or you need to have the RO. Let's say you don't want to get a headache, you know, to think about the MRC or PhD. You just hire the RO though, no problem at all. They doesn't matter for them. Doesn't matter for MRC. It's up to you as a researcher. What do you want? You want masters? You want PhD? Or you want RO? Then for the travel and accommodation, okay, as I said, from university to the industry, you can claim at any time. Okay, but every single things that you need to have the email. Official invitation from the company to the from university to the company, or vice versa. No delay at all in terms of budget. As I said, I like this one very much. Recognize expertise from university, so we can have a work closely with industry. And for the KPI, for the industrial grant, actually they call it as an external grant. Okay, it is not like university's grant. All right, so now I would like to share about my project. So this is all about my project, but I didn't disclose everything. Yeah, so we have to PNC for the certain things. Yeah, so the company that work closely with me actually is Eversafe. Okay, as I said, and then this is the title. Okay, this is the grant number that we give the grant number. My grant number is 3, okay, 703. Malaysia, I produce Malaysian green pre-cured tire tread liner. And this is the company located in Ipoh. All right, so this is my team member. This is my team member, project leader, the general manager, the production, me. This is the CEO of the company, and this is my partner from university. Just in case I'm not around, he will take care of the grant. And this is my beautiful student. Okay, my lovely student from UiTM. She's a lecturer, and when she completed her PhD, actually she continued her work in UiTM, from UiTM Arau. Right, so the objective, these are the objective of my project. A very simple one, develop the first objective, develop new formulation for the green and sustainable pre-cured tire tread liner. To determine the hybrid feelers, okay. The third one, investigate the tire performance of the proposed formulation, because from the existing formulation, I designed a new one prior to improve the performance of the tire. Then investigate the effect of the green rubber processing oil, which is I change 100% from mineral processing oil to bio-based rubber processing oil. Then I fabricate the product, okay? Fabricate Malaysian green and sustainable tire tread. Okay, and this is the milestone, right? And this is the Gantt chart. Our project actually start with COVID. Okay, start because of the COVID. So it is about how many months, yeah, MCO. So the student, yeah, by the way, the work that we run with the company, my student need to work in the industry, 100%. Okay, 100% my student work in the company. So this is one of the objective, which is the last objective, as I mentioned, the prototype, development of pre-cured tire tread liner. So for the retreading tire, the final product and field test, okay? So this is the whole story about my project. My student produced the master batch, okay? Actually, we producing the retread tire. Kalau in bahasa Malaysia, we call it as a tire celup. Okay, why they call it as tire celup, I also don't know, but we are producing retread tire, right? So we have to prepare the raw materials, okay, everything here, all the chemicals, we have to weigh every single things, and then it go through the process. Then for final mixing, actually, we just add on the sulfur and accelerator, okay? Then this is the whole story until we manage to produce the tire tread. In bahasa, actually the bunga tire tu, kita produce bunga tire. Okay, so this is the company I work with, located in Ipoh, okay. Eversafe Rubber Work, and this is my team, okay. This is one of the R&D staff, and then this is my student, and this is the production manager. Then we produce the tire tread in Eversafe, and then to produce the retread tire, we go to Eversafe subsidiary, Olympic Retread Company. Okay, during your progress, the company, the MRC actually will visit the site of the project. So meaning that Shafinas, the secretariat, and Aminuddin will visit the company. So when they visit the company, actually they will see every single task that you run in the company. Okay, so they will monitor closely, no problem. All right. So this is about the whole story of the retrading tire, meaning that we have to go for the geography. Geography meaning that like the X-ray for your tire, for the used tire, the buffing, cementing, building, enveloping, and curing analysis is the finishing one. Then, yeah, this is what my student need to carry out in the company. Okay, even though she's a lady, but she's a very tough lady. So this is our new tire, okay? Our retrading tire. We have to, you know, paint with different paints so that it's easy for us to recognize. Okay, you see, look at into the retread tire. We have the line here because the line actually is the assembly process of the tire track. Okay, then we need to assemble the tire. It's supposed to be assembled to the truck, long haul truck. The journey is supposed to be from Penang to Johor and then come back from Johor to Penang. Okay, but unfortunately, due to MCO, we can't find any long haul truck. But we just managed to assemble in 10 tons lorry only. So yeah, we assembled to 10 tons lorry. Okay. And yeah, this is just the informations about the rubber company, the situations of the rubber exports only. Okay, I think that's all. What you can do, you can contact Malaysia Rubber Council, the secretariats, and any inquiry, you may contact them directly. But just in case you have any question, you can ask me. Okay, right. So that's all from me. Just in case you have any question, I'm willing to share. That's all. Thank you. Okay, anything?
Okay, Prof. So basically, we actually okay, for all the participants, we actually open for any question and answer. Okay, you can actually simply type in the chat box, or you can actually raise your hand if you want to use your own mic, okay, to throw the questions to the speaker. Okay, Prof, while waiting for the other the questions by the participants, I would like to ask regarding some of the informations in the MRC website, because we also want to know, okay, the scope of the grant, which mean that it cover which area to which area. We understand it's actually related to the rubber product.
Correct.
But because I come across with the statement is related with upstream, midstream, and then downstream. So as far as concerned, downstream refer to the anything to do with the production of the So upstream
can you elaborate some latex base?
Okay, so meaning that, okay, because we actually from the MTO Technical University, when we're talking about, I still remember during the roadshow, they highlight about we are also able to somehow design some device that help with the plantations, rubber plantations, right?
Yes, that one is upstream. So anything related to produce the latex. For example, let's say you manage to design the device for the auto tapping. Auto tapping. We are not using humans anymore to tap the tree, the rubber tree. So you design the product. The robot can auto tap the rubber tree so that you can produce lots of latex. So that is under upstream. Midstream meaning that we already have the latex and then we process to produce the SMR bale, the rubber bale. And the downstream actually is the product. We already have the rubber and we produce the rubber, become a product. So that is the downstream. So let's say because you are technical, let's say you produce sensor. The sensor actually you want to produce actually to detect when is the rubber tree can produce lots of latex. Okay, so during the during when the rubber tree actually can produce lots of latex, you tap as much as you can on that time, for example. Okay, so meaning that you want to produce the sensor, but you have to find the company which can help you to produce the prototype of the sensor. So make sure you have a collaboration with them and apply for this grant. Okay, clear?
Okay. So meaning, Prof, for examples, you're talking about the downstream part. If we have, because it's actually more on the productions of the rubber product, but rubber-based product, right? So for example, if we have, we can actually somehow, we have a lot of researchers actually doing on the material, determine the quality of, the rubber-based product, where we can actually include something like AI to monitor, for example, the roughness of the rubber layer, for example, that is the case. So that is actually categorized under downstream, right?
Downstream, yeah.
Okay, so another question from my side, because it's actually it's already mingled around. Okay, since I joined the roadshow, because since that roadshow, I tried to communicate with several companies, which is actually dealing with the rubber, but we found that they're actually dealing with. They mentioned that they actually producing a synthetic rubber, not a natural rubber. So how about that, Prof? Is it still, it's also possible for us to apply this kind of MRC grant? It's a synthetic rubber, not a natural rubber.
No, because the product actually must be related to natural rubber.
Okay. So meaning that we don't have any options unless we find a company.
Unless for NBR, because NBR actually we've produced glove. Malaysia actually leading in glove manufacturer. But most of the project actually they dedicated for the natural rubber. But let's say in your project, you use the material half natural rubber and half synthetic, also no problem at all. Because sometimes, when you're dealing with the rubber project, natural rubber alone actually cannot stand. Okay, so you have to blend. Like for the tire project as well, I need to blend my rubber with my natural rubber with synthetic rubber. For example, like SBR, synthetic styrene butadiene rubber, and also polybutadiene. So no problem, as long as related to natural rubber, because what they want to highlight actually to increase the rubber export, okay, the rubber product export. So meaning that must include the natural rubber. Okay, clear?
Okay.
Anything related to natural rubber.
Okay,
any question, please, on your mic and then ask me directly, because I don't want to talk alone. Anyone, especially younger lecturer, okay?
Lecturer,
yes, young lecturer, please, okay? Try, come on, give full cooperation, apply for this grant, because we can actually see for the FRGS. How many of you secure FRGS? You know what happened? In my department, it's only one. Only one person managed to secure this time. I don't know what happened. Me, myself also pernah dapat satu kali saja FRGS. Then the rest, we have to be a co. The main one is only once.
Okay. Actually, when I listened to I watched your presentations, the success rate is about 19%. I think it's about similar to, and slightly higher than FRGS, but just perhaps maybe the number of applications is not that many, right, Prof?
Not many. That's why I said it is easy to secure this funding. Easy. So please try. So far, not many. What I heard for the GFRI, they already received the proposal. But I think probably less than 20, yeah.
So,
But
Prof,
yeah.
so since you are also one of the are you also helping in terms of the reviewing of the
No.
MRC grant?
No.
Because we want to get some tips basically in terms of maybe examples of title of the project. Perhaps it's kind of like triggered our researcher basically because sometimes you're not sure. You are actually even in a polymer background, right? So many of them are not on the material side, composite side, but they're actually more on, and we do have a lot of research actually in the smart farming, agriculture, basically that kind like all the device that reflects towards the smart farming can be, can be linked with the rubber plantation itself. Yeah. So they kind of like project somehow they actually can, go.
You can apply. I understand that because you are from the technical. So doesn't mean that you need to apply like my project, okay? So basically, if you have something related to do with natural rubber, for example, you have a smart control fertilizer, okay? Smart control fertilizer, meaning that you have a sensor, okay, to detect when actually fertilizer will be released, okay? For the less than 1 year of rubber tree, yeah. So you can design the device, okay. Or you want to control, because we have a rainy season. During the rainy season, actually we count up the tree, okay. But during the rainy season, actually, the rubber tree actually can give you lots of natural rubber latex, but we can't tap during that time because of the raining. So you want to design something on, they can do self-tapping, okay? The machine can do self-tapping during the rainy season, and you can control, the piping, you can design the piping, can collect the latex. So try to do something. Actually, they want to boost the rubber industry again in Malaysia because we are, I can say that, shortage of natural rubber latex because we are the leader in the world to produce the rubber glove, natural rubber glove. So far, for your information, for the glove manufacturing, we are 60-40. 60 for the natural rubber latex and 40 for MBR, okay, the nitrile butadiene rubber, the blue color one, okay. So we still import the latex from Thailand, and from other Asian country in order to cope with the glove manufacturing, okay, glove productions, okay. So far, nobody can beat glove industry in Malaysia. So try to design something.
Okay. So thank you, Prof. You are there, right? You're still there. Okay. I think yes,
I'm still here.
Okay. So the secretary, do we want to take a photo with all the participants?
Oh, okay, sure, no problem. Are you sure, guys? You don't have any question to me?
We import, an outstanding researcher from far away from Johor.
Not really the outstanding one. I'm just sharing whatever I have only. Okay. Yes, we can snap a photo.
Okay. So I think is it possible?
Come on, everyone.
For all the
Please switch on your video.
Okay, you want to please turn on the
Come on,
video.
don't be like my students. They like to, off the video. And then when I ask them to ask me the question, everyone keep quiet. All of these actually lecturers. Come on, ask me the question. This is a challenge. I like to challenge people. Okay, come on. Any
You are very
question?
energetic, Prof.
During my class also like this. Sometimes my students don't like it. You always ask me the question, doctor. I said, yeah, because my style, actually, I like to ask the question. I didn't teach a lot. I asked a lot.
Amy boleh tolong snap gambar ke? Ataupun Emilia? Okay, perhaps if you come across with any other questions, the speaker still with us. We just try to get sometimes, okay, for everybody to get ready with their cameras.
Okay, if you're shy, just write me an email or call me or WhatsApp me. Okay, I share everything. So no problem. By the way, I haven't sent the slide to Dr. Fauzia. So I will share.
Okay. So then we actually will email to all the registered attendee, okay, as given in the link. For those who actually still not fill in the attendance form, please do so, because this will be considered as a part of a training hours. Okay, I think the secretary is still ready. Okay, we can take a picture at this moment. So please give a very big smile.
Okay,
Okay,
1,
1,
2,
Come on, big
3.
smile, everyone.
Okay, one more time. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Oh, nice. Okay.
Okay, so I think with that, perhaps any other final word you want to mention, Ayanadra, so before we end the sessions?
Yes, I would like to thank, the representative of the director RMC, yeah, the director, Dr. Saizaful, Dr. Saiza Moshidi, for having your time with us. Okay, managed to listen to my talk, even though it's just 1 hour, and it is just like a santai program only. Then Dr. Fazia, thank you for arrange this talk, and try to get everyone to attend to this talk. Actually, it's really meaningful for me. Yeah. So if you have anything you want to ask, please send me the email or just WhatsApp me. I also can have, no problem, because once we share, we can get more. Okay, so jangan kedekut untuk berkongsi ilmu. Selagi kita berkongsi, selagi itu kita akan dapat. Okay, rezeki daripada Allah. Hanya itu saja. Terima kasih to UTHM for inviting me and allocate your time to be with me for today's sessions. Thank you for everything.
Okay, thank you again, Prof. IR Dr. Nazras, for spending your 1.5 hours, okay, with us. So hopefully it will be a benefit to all the UTHM researcher. We are younger, we're supposed to be very energetic, right? So hopefully we're going to receive more application from UTHM, because there's none of UTHM proposal have been submitted to the MRC. So if you want to be the number 1 in UTHM, you can grab this opportunity, inshallah. We will try to assist you in terms of, for example, the tips on this. If you need any specific tips on the preliminary proposal and everything. I think preliminary proposal is not that long, right, Prof? As long as the the
very simple,
statement,
very simple.
Yeah. Okay. So
because
that,
they just want to see, they just want to see what is the problem and what is the solution. That's all.
Okay, so with that, Prof, you already opened the session with Ummul Kitab, and I end the session with Tasbih Kifrah and Surah Al-As.
Alhamdulillah.
Okay,
Amin ya
Assalamualaikum.
Rabbal Alamin. Alhamdulillah. Please keep in touch, yeah. Just in case you have anything, don't scare or don't shy to message me.
Okay, insyaAllah. Okay, Assalamualaikum, Prof. Thank you. See you again.
Waalaikumsalam. Okay,
All
see
the
you
Thank you
again.
banyak-banyak, Prof.
Sama, Alhamdulillah.
Thank you, Prof.
Sama. Jangan lupa submit proposal.
Pada RMC.
Oh, okey, insyaAllah. Nanti saya
RMC nanti
follow up
dipastikan,
dengan
Prof.
penyelidik-penyelidik.
Yes, please. Set up a team.
Nanti saya minta Dr. Saizal hantar dulu proposal.
Yeah.
Ah,
Itu
itu
penting.
betul.
Bos kena hantar dulu.
Dia macam smart fund ni saya tengok tadi.
Apa dia? Apa dia, Dr. Zazal?
Dia punya proses macam smart fund punya proses je.
Mesti,
Pembentangan.
dia macam mesti. Prof, previously kita ada submit untuk Smart Fund Challenge under mesti lah 2019 punya project. But I think the progress is every 6 months for this. I think yang untuk yang MRC ni setahun sekali kan, Prof? Rasanya setahun sekali.
Yes, presentation.
Presentation progress. So previously with mostly we have a
Presentation progress tahun sekali je.
yang ini.
And do you know what
sebelum ni
happened? You know what happened? Just in case they didn't satisfy with your progress, they can stop. That's why I said very scary. Because they awarded 6 grant they awarded in the year 2018, but only 3 of them managed to success. Another 3 terminate during the progress.
So I think it's better to take some time to find a good partner, so we actually can have clear on the
Good
same
team.
direction. What we're doing, then we can have we're able to complete the project lah if it's been awarded. Okay, don't rush for proposal submission, right, Prof? Find a good partner first.
Don't rush. Please take your time to prepare the proposal. The most important part actually to find the mutual understanding industrial partner. Macam kita best friend, BFF dengan industrial partner. Macam tu. So macam saya selalu dengan Eversafe. Bila dia call je, Dr. Nadras, kami ada problem. Saya turun je ke Ipoh. Dia akan bayarlah semua mileage dengan hotel apa semua. Tapi dia tak ada pun bayar saya consultation fees every month, tak ada. Tapi for the sake of, because we so called as expert in whatever we do, okay? So go for it. Tak payah berkira sangatlah macam-macam kan. Lagi kita berkira, lagi kita susah. Jadi kalau kita tak berkira sangat, orang pun senang. Macam tu je. Baik lagi kita bagi banyak, lagi kita dapat banyak. Nak kata company tu bayar I tiap bulan, tak ada pun.
Okay, Prof. Thank you for the very kind word and inspirational talk. So I think I shall leave now. Prof, thank you for your time. Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much for everything. Yeah.
And hope to see you again, Prof. If you come to Tasha, please call me. Okay.
Sure, no problem. Okay. Assalamualaikum. May I leave? Yeah.
Salam.
Salam. Bye.
Bye.